set the camera level to Doug. So of course I will be adjusting the camera level once I get whoever's speaking. But it's probably just about medium adjustment right now on the camera, and then feeding on out to you. We also need to test the malt box. I just happened to think about that. I've got to get a line to the malt box. That's what I was saving those RCA to UCAs for. So don't want to forget about that. The malt box, they actually let's see where the stream was on this monitor up here. But the test stream is gone now. So audio check from the podium. Getting ready for the event to happen in about an hour and 45 minutes. Countdown to the big event. I still need to look up the flags. I think they have the flags backwards. You need much more?
Okay, it's still flashing. You suck.
So did you guys not do the screens?
Oh, no, we just had them, up so that they weren't on all day.
Oh, okay, I just gave you guys both options so you guys could decide.
No,
It
I've
made
got,
a difference to me.
I've got it. We just, put them back up so, because those walls burn out, and that's not good, so.
They're halogen, aren't they? Or are they LED?
I have no idea, but everybody told me they're expensive, so. So I don't want to.
I never would have thought that logo would pop that behind the top of that, but I guess it did. Good thing we had the,
Yeah.
cover it up, so.
Yeah, it looks like it's going crooked again. Doug fixed it this morning, but did he
Doing a little mic check here at the event that is supposed to happen starting in an hour and 9 minutes. I already got the ferns out, looks like got a nice backdrop with all the logos that matter, and even a logo on the front of the podium. Should have a good live stream going right now. So mic check, 1, 2, 3, medium speaking voice. Hello, check, 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 1, 2, 3. Mic check to see if it's going all the way through, all over the place. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check, check, 1, 2. Here we go. Uno, dos, tres. Okay. Yeah, and do you hear, I don't hear the PA systems in the hall, which we don't want to, right? You don't, do you hear them back there or not? Ethan, while I'm talking?
No, I
Good.
don't hear, it's the PA in the hall, I don't think it's on.
I left it on. You might go out there and make sure it's, while I'm talking, just see if it's on out there. And actually probably need to check that other monitor because I just kind of set it at a medium place. So still a mic check. 3, 2, 1 from St. Mary's Education Center. Yeah, so yeah, and I don't hear it in here, so that's about right then. If you didn't have to go very far to hear it, right?
Angela said it sounded really good.
Okay. Well, we will take Angela's opinion for sure. Check, 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 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think they're trying to keep the clutter down up here on mics, but that's the one. This is ours. This is the PA system. So continue to check the mic for the monitor over in hall right, which is only has no PA system. We're only using the speakers on the TV monitor itself. So we may have to turn it up a little bit just to make sure it's getting there. So mic check, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming to you on May the 3rd, Thursday, May the 3rd. Just a little over an hour till the event actually starts. Check, check, check. 3, 2, 1. Check, check. So, I'm gonna keep on going. Got a call from Doug. So I probably better take this real quick. Whoop, missed it. Check, check, check. 3, 2, 1. Check, check, check. 3, 2, 1. Testing the mic system. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Doug.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
The second audio check. Test, test, 1, 2. This is setting the camera level. So I go ahead and set it like pretty hot all the way up to the top there, Ethan. So you get as much as you can get going to the computer. Definitely louder because I can hear it in the hallway now, so I'll turn down the hallway monitors. So check, 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 1, 2, 3. Of course, there's about a 20-second delay before I hear anything about the live stream feed. Check, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. Yeah. Okay, so Ethan, that works on the live stream. Now I'm going to keep reading. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to hang up. Well, I have to keep talking because it's just way too loud in the hallways now. Because I'm hearing it all the way back in here. So I'll keep talking. Ethan, you have to go set each one of those. That felt like about a 20-second delay. Okay, so back to checking 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for setting the audio levels in the hallway. Coming to you from St. Mary's. Okay, yeah, I don't need to. I got that. Yeah. So I'm going to keep talking so we can set the levels in the hallway monitors for the overflow, where it sounds good out in the hallway with a normal speaking voice out here. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a test of the broadcast system. Check, check, check. Testing. And I'm still talking. I should have brought a book to read. So still talking here at St. Mary's Education Center, getting ready for the event in probably about, 1 hour when this starts. So check, check, check. You think you need to check the other one or not?
The other one was quiet to begin with.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm not hearing it.
we're good.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any more from over there. Okay.
I hear it.
You hear a little bit from,
I hear this one.
okay.
I turned it to that.
Well, I will keep talking till I hear you tell me to stop. Oh, by the way, these flags are backwards. So gotta remember to switch these flags. The stars and stripes should be over there. So check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, 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 check. One, two. So I will keep talking because Ethan should be there about now to set the level on that monitor in the entryway overflow area for the television monitor. That is way up on a stand so that everybody can see. So still testing that monitor. Okay, we're good.
Hey, Ethan? Am I gonna mess up anything here if I bring back the logos for the screens again? Okay. Where'd my picture go?
You got my stage set. I'll be ready to speak here in just a moment.
Better be ready, Chef.
I'll be ready. sit right up here up front. Since Mary Grace will be up here, because she has some comments, but you'll be right there. And leave her sit right there.
Yeah, I'll leave that.
Can we go up here?
Yes, right up here. I bet you sit right here. Or you want to sit? No, she's up here because she has comments. So she's one of the six up here.
Oh.
Yeah, she's sitting right over here.
Oh, yeah. Are they waiting because of this? I think supports her. But she's going tomorrow. Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm waiting to share
This
that, so,
one
yes.
came from her, and then she said, I'll be out with you. I don't-
Good. You pick which seat you want up there.
I would say hello to Sister Deborah. You, good to see you both.
That's the thing, when
Didn't your doesn't your daughter, she worked in Imaging or were you?
Well, I've had a mother who worked at St. Mary's Community. She worked in Central Florida and then in county business, probably 20 plus. And I've had one, two, sisters who went through my first sister, this is, went through nursing school.
you made the front page the other day. Made the front page.
They weren't after you?
No, we opened, we had started,
She'll be looking right at us up there.
Yeah.
significant amount of money for both of us. My coach is, something kind of for services to different companies. So there they can get
How are you?
Good.
medication. They just have a picture, whatever I said, they didn't like it, so they didn't put that in.
They just.
Hello again. Good, how are you?
We shared about all our experiences.
Good man.
No, good. My mother worked there for.
I know.
Yeah,
And I
and
met
my
his
sister's
sister.
trained there, my sister's an MRI technician there. I've,
I
been
didn't
there
realize
since
that.
1978.
Yeah, I met his sister when I was getting
I just want to get a feel for where I'm gonna stand.
You over there.
John, what do you got in there, lead?
If we weren't on television,
Maybe gold.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Only on the sides where the screen.
You're having your picture taken. We get to listen to Mary
We get
Grace.
The microphone is live and being broadcast out, so yes, it is. The microphone is live, so it's on now. Yes. Mike Brady did that. He does it in a large format printer, and he puts out, and we have the backdrop, and then they put Velcro and a six for the backing there. Okay.
Don't forget it.
Sure that's not, you want me to put it under your seat?
Yeah, that might be better.
Sorry.
One time to let it
No, stick it the other way.
for the day.
What'd you say? Oh, yeah, well, right here, right here. You sitting here, sister?
Yes.
All right, can I sit right here beside you then, since I get up right after you?
You'll keep her straight, right?
Okay.
That's a big
Yeah,
job.
good luck on that one, huh? Actually,
Oh, you didn't have to wear the tie?
Do something on it. Because we have, yeah, all our numbers have changed.
Really?
Fred, how are you?
She will be talking.
Are you okay? Do you need some water? Do you need water? Do you need some? You're very welcome. Oh, okay.
So true, so true. Yes, protection mode. What's that? You don't want to take the drink? It's like you want to.
No, I'm just fine. They can speak to themselves.
Got a mic check for the malt box. Okay.
Dr. Yingling, introduce you to, this is Kevin Hall. Kevin, I know you. Yeah, Kevin and I met. It doesn't go very well. It's good to have you.
guys happy with your seats? Mike Browning. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I think that's your signal.
Good afternoon, everyone. Due to the declining number of sisters in our community, we are no longer able to continue our healthcare ministry. We are transferring the leadership of our healthcare ministry to Cabell Huntington Hospital for the benefit of the community and the patients we both serve. We are saddened that we are no longer continuing as we had, but we are excited about the benefits the community and patients will experience with this transaction. Even though we are turning over the operations of St. Mary's Medical Center, the sisters will remain working at the hospital and serving on the newly formed boards. I would like to welcome the members of Cabell Huntington Hospital to St. Mary's Medical Center with a hope and confidence that this truly will be a positive experience for the members of both healthcare institutions, as well as the people of the tri-state area we serve. To the members of the St. Mary's Medical Center family, on behalf of the sisters and myself, I would like to take this time to thank the members of St. Mary's Medical Center medical staff, senior administrative and leadership teams, as well as each employee and volunteer for all they do to help share the Palatine mission and values to all who come to St. Mary's as patients, family members, visitors, and vendors by serving with integrity, compassionate, and quality health care and faith. I have all the confidence anyone can have in each of you that this will not change as we move forward with our mission and values. As is the custom here at St. Mary's Medical Center, I would like to offer a word of prayer. Please join me. Loving Father, we come to you today and ask your blessing on this new healthcare system which has been established. May all those who come to receive their health care at St. Mary's Medical Center continue to experience compassionate, quality care. May those entering the doors experience the dignity and respect all people should receive at all times, be they employees, patients, family members, visitors. Fill the newly established leadership team with integrity, honesty, transparency, and may they be individuals who care for all peoples coming to each facility. Send your Holy Spirit into the lives of the leaders that they may lead with compassion, openness, wisdom, and understanding. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Mary Grace. Welcome to our celebration. I am Kevin Yingling, and I'm standing here today as the chairman of the board for Cabell Huntington Hospital. Today is a historical day. We will reflect on this day for decades. Throughout nearly the last 4 years, this process has continued. Hospital board members, the business community, the community at large have maintained a vision of creating a unified healthcare system in Huntington, a system that benefits this community by improving quality, access, and affordability. In a minute, I will speak as the chairman of the Cabell Huntington Hospital Board. But now I just want to take a few minutes to share with you as a person just like you, who lives and works in Huntington and Cabell County and is very proud to be a West Virginian. Let it be known today that this is truly a celebration. Allow me a few minutes to just set the table and share with you some reasons, some important people, and what a real opportunity we have in front of us to celebrate today. The opportunity to unite for a common purpose is very powerful. What a gift we have today. What a celebration this really will represent in the years to come. You might ask, why would good, diligent women and men spend incalculable hours and significant amounts of money on an idea? Because unification around a good idea is incredibly powerful and will have an unlimited potential to shape this community. Unification of a purpose, including the resources of 2 successful hospitals, will provide a pathway for us to outcomes and successes not possible if we remain separate. Today, we should reflect upon similar events where the opportunity to unite around a chosen, united process was really a big deal. I suspect there was a celebration in 1871. A group of men and women along a river, a suburb of Guyandotte, West Virginia, decided to start a city called Huntington, a little settlement with a railroad, Huntington. And just behold the impact that Huntington has had in this region. I suspect there was a celebration in 1924 when the sisters, united around a mission, started a hospital now known as St. Mary's Medical Center. Behold its impact in the health care of our community. I suspect there was a celebration in 1956 unifying a good community idea that we now know as Cabell Huntington Hospital. Behold its impact for health care in our communities. I suspect there was a celebration in the late 1970s when people like Dr. Hayes and Dr. Esposito and the Board of Governors decided through some adversity that a medical school should be started at Marsh University. Behold its impact in the region and in this country of that medical school. I suspect there was a celebration in the late 1970s at St. Mary's Medical Center when they opened the operating rooms known as Operating Room 11 and 12, also known as the Heart Rooms at St. Mary's, uniting around a good idea. Behold the impact of doctors like Dr. Hara, Dr. Rubis, Dr. George, Dr. Setzer, Dr. Chowdhury, and others now. Behold the impact of a heart center upon our region. I suspect there was a celebration when Mrs. Edwards, uniting around a good idea, started a cancer center at Cabell Huntington Hospital. Think of the impact of doctors like Dr. Torona, Dr. Jensen, Dr. Oakley. I could go on and on, like a children's hospital, and many others. The Cabell Huntington Hospital board members, more than 30 different people, serving over the last 4 years, have been focused on unifying around a good idea, a healthcare system of 2 hospitals with the excellent resources of those 2 hospitals owned and operated in Huntington, West Virginia. I'm sure by now you have that picture. Huntington, 2 good hospitals, a wonderful university, all melded together to create a healthcare system. I propose to you that we will say in very few days, and certainly over the next few years, behold the incredible impact of a united healthcare system in Huntington, West Virginia. There are also a few business arguments that were quite clear to the Cabell Huntington Hospital Board. I'll just list a few. If we face dwindling reimbursement from insurance payers, then an efficient and effective hospital system in Huntington is an excellent solution. If we face skyrocketing pharmaceutical costs in healthcare, then an efficient hospital system in Huntington is an excellent solution. If we face the challenges of a value-based healthcare program in this country, care that each one of you demand with your healthcare dollars, then an efficient hospital system is an excellent solution. If we face increasing regional competition, then an efficient and unified hospital system is an excellent solution. This consolidation through acquisition is a unifying event worthy of an excellent celebration today. Cabell Huntington Hospital has acquired St. Mary's Medical Center in order to offer the region a most complete hospital system in this region. This ensures that we can meet the growing healthcare needs of all of our patients we are privileged to serve, a mission of both Cabell Huntington Hospital and St. Mary's Medical Center. Both Cabell and St. Mary's will continue to honor their respective missions, their visions, and their values. They will collaborate to grow services and meet the growing needs of our patients. With a continued commitment to quality health care and customer service, we will work together to provide the best technology, the best services, the expertise for superior quality care, and Huntington will become a true healthcare destination. That destination certainly requires the resources of Cabell Huntington Hospital and St. Mary's Medical Center. And it also relies on our partners, like the Huntington Internal Medicine Group, Marshall Health, Valley Health, and other independent medical offices and providers in our region. This acquisition brings a wealth of opportunities to the healthcare region and will provide avenues for best patient care. For example, we will have the foundation to recruit best physicians and allied health professionals across our region. We'll be able to offer the state-of-the-art facilities for their care. We'll have cost-effective and high-quality care and a scale to improve access and to improve and population health that we all deserve. On behalf of Cabell Huntington Hospital's Board of Directors, thank you, really, thank you for your unwavering support. We are committed to building a regional system that exceeds your expectation. Now, I have the privilege to recognize some important folks who have been integral in this journey. With us today are members of the St. Mary's Medical Center Board, executive leadership, and the Sisters of the Palatine. They have all joined us today. I would like them to either stand or wave or stick their arms up or something, because we want to recognize you all. Sister Angela decided to wave at me. Yeah, that's good. With us also today is the Cabell Huntington Hospital Board and executive team. I'd ask them to please stand or raise their hands, and let's recognize them as well. It is a special privilege for me today to recognize Brent Marsteller, former president and CEO for Cabell Huntington Hospital, who helped to build the academic medical center affiliation that led us to this day. Brent and Sharon, will you please stand? I'd also like to say thank you to the physicians and the physician leaders from Marshall Health. I see some of those people here. I would also like to thank the physicians and physician leaders of Huntington Internal Medicine Group, of the Valley Health System. I see Steve Shadows here, and I would like you to recognize them by clapping for them. To our community leaders, business leaders, and volunteers, many of you have stepped up in support of legislation, of our petition before the Federal Trade Commission, for arguments before the Healthcare Authority. I would like to thank you all for your support. And finally, thank you to the elected officials who voted for legislation that brought this decision back to West Virginia. And allow me for a minute to recognize some of those people that are here today. We have two county commissioners here today, Mr. Bob Bailey and Mr. Jim Morgan. Will you wave or stand up? Representing Senator Joe Manchin is Mike Browning. Is Mike here? We'll have. Thank you very much. With us today is Delegate Chad Lovejoy. Where is Chad? With us today are two senators, Senator Bob Plymel and Senator Mike Woelfel. Bob, Mike, where are you? And also with us today is is Mayor Steve Williams. Next, I'm pleased to introduce to you outstanding team leaders who have been and will continue to lead the hospitals and the forthcoming system. Mr. Kevin Fowler, President and CEO of Cabell Huntington Hospital. Since joining Cabell Huntington Hospital in 2013, Kevin has been involved with the acquisition process and is one of those who has moved mountains to make this happen. Mr. Mike Sellers, President and CEO of St. Mary's Medical Center since 2000. Mike has been committed to his resolve for St. Mary's Medical Center's future throughout this journey. Mr. Monty Ward, Senior Vice President, Chief Acquisition Officer. Monty has been with Cabell for more than 40 years. I kind of said that with glee, but yeah. Monty has been with Cabell for more than 40 years, and he doesn't look a day over 41. I made up for that. Not only has he served as a trusted financial leader, but he has been the conduit to the acquisition with many decision makers and stakeholders since its inception. Next, I'm pleased to introduce a new leader to the team, but not one new to Cabell Huntington Hospital, to Marshall University, or our community, Mr. Gary White. He will serve as the interim Chief Executive Officer for the new System Corporation. Gary is a lifelong West Virginia, a businessman, a coal mining executive, past member of the Cabell Huntington Hospital Board. And as you know, he recently served as the interim president for Marshall University following the sudden death of Dr. Stephen Cobb. The Board of Directors has retained Gary's services to lead and manage the creation of a comprehensive healthcare system. The transition and integration into a system will include improving access, establishing quality and efficiency measures, operational and strategic planning processes, and laying the groundwork for the permanent system CEO. He is uniquely qualified to lead this transition management team. In closing, you don't clap when I say that, yeah. In closing, it has been my privilege to work with these outstanding groups of talented individuals who care very much about the health and future of this region. We can and we will create a system worthy of celebration today and praise in the future. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium Mr. Kevin Fowler.
This is a one mic reaches all. I appreciate that. It's kind of surreal to be here today. There's a famous speech in our history. It starts out 407 years ago. Todd said it was 4 years and 7 weeks ago, but somewhere in and around there, we started a journey and a vision, and that vision was equally shared throughout the entire process. On those many nights and weekends and calls from council on Sunday evenings at 10 o'clock and meetings in Charleston and 7 o'clock in Monday mornings, through that whole process, I never saw a waver of hope and heart with all those folks who knew that this was the right thing to do. And I think where they got that from is really the community itself. They got it from the employees of both facilities. They got it from what we're here to do. They got it from the community who has told us that maybe there's ways to do this better. Maybe there's ways that we can make it stronger. And that's exactly what this mission is going forward. This combined team will do exactly that. Mike and I have an opportunity with our staffs to work closely with each and every one of our community stakeholders to understand more clearly what the needs are and to take that quality that Kevin points out as number one in our future, take that measure and move it up a few notches. Bring to Huntington what we deserve and what this entire region needs. That is what this is all about. The opportunity for technology is unsurpassed. We get to share in the skill sets of each other in understanding what's new and cutting edge and what will make true difference in the health of our entire region. We get to share with each other the vision of how there is zero harm to patients, how you have a system that throughout its process connects intricately and delivers the kind of care in an efficient, effective, and everlasting manner. I'm proud to say I've been able to come to Huntington and be part of this community. I think I'm blessed that we have the privilege to serve this community in our capacity at Cabell Huntington Hospital and now in a joint capacity that will go forward and truly make a difference in this entire region and its ultimate health going forward. Thank you very much, Mike.
Good afternoon. Let me take you back a few years. November 6, 1924, the Palatine Sisters opened a small 35-bed hospital in Huntington, one of about 13 or 14 hospitals in the area. And they decided to name it St. Mary's. In the ensuing years, St. Mary's progressed, moved forward, grew significantly until today. St. Mary's Medical Center is the 7th largest corporation in the state of West Virginia. And if you were to ask what were the reasons for that, I could tell you that a core reason for that is the guiding hand, the constant guiding principles of the Palatine Sisters. Their mission, their values, their vision for the community. So when they were forced to the unfortunate and very, very difficult decision, as Sister Mary Grace alluded to a moment ago, to stand away from their sponsorship of St. Mary's, they decided that they had to find just the right partner to carry that mission forward. Over the course of a number of months, through due diligence, a national search was convened to find that right partner. And eventually, after those months, they made a decision, a unanimous decision. And as it turned out, we didn't have to go 2,000 miles to find the right partner. We didn't have to go 200 miles to find the right partner. We didn't even have to go 20 miles to find the right partner, because 2 miles from the door of St. Mary's is Cabell Huntington Hospital, and that is the right choice. Cabell Huntington has the same principles, the same mission, the same values, the same interest and vision in this community as the Sisters and as St. Mary's does. That was the right choice. In the future, St. Mary's will be run as St. Mary's. It will continue to be run and function as a freestanding, faith-based institution, complying with the ethical and religious directives of Catholic healthcare. So Cabell is the right choice. Cabell is the right choice for the community. Cabell's the right choice for our employees. Cabell's the right choice for our physicians. And more importantly, it's the right choice for our patients. And as they say, Cabell will be our partners for life.
Well, Mike, you ruined it for me. I was going to start out by thanking you for introducing me and saying that it feels good to be standing on the campus of St. Mary's Hospital, being introduced by colleague Mike Sellers as opposed to competitor Mike Sellers, because I assumed that your introduction as a competitor would have been much different. No, I'm honored and excited to be a part of this celebration of this historic event. As a lifetime resident of the region and a longtime leader of Cabell, I've seen a lot of changes, both in healthcare and in the economy of Huntington. For example, you can no longer buy a discounted Corbin suit in Huntington, West Virginia. That's just for you. I've worked with each of the presidents at Cabell for the past 40 years. I've watched the facility grow through large construction projects and new services. I've faced ever-changing elusive government and commercial payment system. I've marveled at Cabell partnering with Marshall to place the School of Medicine on our campus. Thanks to Mrs. Edwards, we built a dedicated cancer center. Then the Hoops family helped us create a children's hospital. The healthcare landscape has changed dramatically. In recent years, government payers and third-party payers are reducing their payments and at the same time pushing us to reduce costs and provide a higher level of quality. The two institutions over just the last few years have collectively seen about a $22 million cut in their payments from Medicare, and we're scheduled for another $7 million in the year 2020 and another $15 million in the year 2021. The employers in our community cannot afford to have those costs shifted to them as they have been in the past. This is a tax that was hidden to most, but not to our employers. The driving force behind the transaction is to deliver access to the highest quality of care in the most cost-effective and efficient manner to our community. Our goal is to create synergies and efficiencies that we believe will save the combined system tens of millions of dollars per year. These savings will enable the new system to reallocate resources more efficiently and effectively, create centers of excellence for specialty services, eliminate unnecessary redundancies in operations, equipment, and other areas of duplication that increase cost. Because Cabell Huntington Hospital is a locally owned, not-for-profit hospital, we look forward to enriching this community with economic growth and an improved quality of life. With Cabell Huntington Hospital and St. Mary's Hospital, our medical center, and the Marshall University School of Medicine and outstanding local physicians, our healthcare providers contribute significantly to the area's economy and access to quality healthcare. Efficiencies we gain will allow the new systems to make necessary investments in population health management, which you mentioned, and these population health management offer a significant opportunity to improve health of the region. However, they are also very expensive. Containing healthcare costs and improving the specialized services offered at both facilities are essential to long-term sustainability in this new healthcare environment. By complementing our strengths, we can reinvest dollars locally and bolster the region's economic vitality. The significance and reputation of Huntington as a healthcare destination can be a driver of economic growth. Our goal is not just to survive, but to thrive. We've had enormous community support. We want to express our gratitude for that overwhelming support from local political, civic, and labor organizations, as well as community leaders, numerous local employers, and health insurance companies. Over 37 local employers wrote letters of support. Another 12 community organizations, including the Huntington Area Chamber of Commerce with some 525 members, and the Huntington Area Development Company representing 30 organizations, provided unanimous support, as did former West Virginia Governor Tomlin, U.S. Senators Manchin and Capito, Congressman Jenkins and Mooney, and West Virginia Attorney General Morrissey, and others. As well, the county commissions of Cabell, Wayne counties in West Virginia, and Lawrence County of Ohio gave us their support. Also, the Marshall University Board of Governors and many, many others, too many to mention. I'll have to say the most memorable expression of support came out of the blue. One evening after work, I was headed home, needed to stop at Lowe's and buy something. And as I checked out, the clerk said, well, I happened to be wearing my name tag, "Oh, you work at Cabell Hospital?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Do you have anything to do with the transaction?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I have a couple questions." I said, "Okay." And there were a lot of rumors flying around about them. She said, "Is it true that you're going to fire all the sisters?" I said, "No. We've agreed to let the sisters that work there as long as they want to." She said, "I have another question. Is it true that you're going to close the infirmary that takes care of the sisters?" I said, "No. We've agreed to keep that open as long as needed." And then she said, "Okay, I support the transaction." And went on further to say that I always felt that the two hospitals should get together and that they could do much more working together. And that was my most memorable expression. While I've spent most of my career working inside the hospital, I do have the patient's point of view as well. I have several close friends and relatives that had some serious illnesses, and one of them actually a rare illness. And at no point in time did we have to leave Huntington, West Virginia to get that care. And that meant the world to me. My mother's best friend was in town visiting from Jacksonville, Florida, and she had a medical condition as well. And it acted up or flared up while she was here. So she needed to contact a specialist. She got in the Yellow Pages and said, "Oh my gosh, you have more specialists in Huntington than we have in Jacksonville, Florida." And that made me feel very proud to have been a part of all the growth that made that possible. Well, again, I've seen a lot of change, and maybe the biggest change is the color of my hair. In '78, when I joined Cabell Hospital, it was black. So I guess when time flies when you're having a good time and doing good things. Thank all of you for your support. Each of you has been critical in getting us here today. I now have the privilege of introducing Gary White, our interim CEO of the newly formed healthcare system.
Thank you, Monty. It's truly a privilege to stand here today and think about this journey that began 4 years ago. And I can't do that without quoting a dear friend of mine and a dear friend of many of you, if not all of you in this room, Mr. Michael Perry. Mr. Perry, in his lifetime, many times behind a podium like this, would say something to the effect of, "It takes a village." Well, it took a village, maybe a couple of villages, to make this happen. But it's truly a wonderful day for Huntington and for the region and for southern West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, the markets that are served by these two healthcare facilities. And what a perfect union of the expertise and the rich history of these hospitals. Dr. Yingling has done a very good job describing what I have been asked to do. And I am honored to bring my, it's hard for me to believe, but 45 years of management and transactional experience to help form a healthcare system that will lead us into the future. You know, when this process began, there were some tenets that were established that we have followed throughout this process and will continue to follow as we go forward. And I'd like to read those because I think they're important. A commitment to superior quality care and the highest level of customer service. Access to best technology, services, and expertise to make Huntington a true healthcare destination. Meeting the growing healthcare needs of the poor and the uninsured. Those have been the guiding principles. Those will be the guiding principles as we move forward. As has already been said, but I want to reinforce, we intend and are committed to maintaining these two healthcare facilities as freestanding healthcare facilities. These hospitals will continue to operate as fully functioning facilities in a different business model, perhaps, that allows them to bring their expertise together with others to form and create a healthcare system that will lead us and serve us well into the future. We would all agree that each hospital has built a strong brand with a rich tradition of providing quality care for the community. As such, both St. Mary's Medical Center and Cabell Huntington Hospital will maintain their individual identities going into the future, including their names, but they will become components of the healthcare system that we are about to create. Our plans from this point forward are to take the tremendous work that's been done and build upon that and create a roadmap from where we are to the future of a comprehensive healthcare system. Those plans, the components of those plans have been mentioned by earlier speakers, but I think a couple are worth reinforcement, and that is we have some centers of excellence, but we want to create greater and a larger number of centers of excellence, once again, so we become a healthcare destination. This process that we're officially announcing today. It started with the approval of the Vatican of this transaction. We are starting a process that's going to take several months, if not more than likely a couple of years. And even at that point, if we do this job correctly, we'll continue to build beyond that point. I want to emphasize that up until now and throughout the coming process, we will seek input from the leadership of both hospitals. Work groups from both hospitals are currently being formed. Some are already functioning, where we're bringing the representation from the two hospitals together to discuss common subjects where efficiencies can be found and where quality can be improved. As we go forward, we will continue to seek the insights of the medical community, of the members of the staff of both hospitals, the community at large, so that together we will build a system that we will all be very proud of, a system that is focused on patient care. So in conclusion, we now begin the important work of creating a comprehensive healthcare system and delivering a higher level of specialized care and enhanced value through a more efficient delivery system. As a result, residents of Huntington, West Virginia, and the surrounding areas will have enhanced access to a broader spectrum of quality medical care. And finally, we are committed to providing up-to-date information and will communicate milestones as they are accomplished as we go along. We will keep you informed. I will close by saying, when this process began 4 years ago, I had a full hair of black hair.
I think it's probably my responsibility to once again say thank you all for coming today. Thank you all for being part of this wonderful celebration. We look forward to the impact this healthcare system will have on our communities and the healthcare of our citizens. Thank you very much and enjoy the afternoon.
Very good, sir. Nice
Good seeing you, sir. Always. There he is. How you doing? I'm all right. I'm all right. Let's think about this. Yeah, but hey, good to see ya. Just think hey, well, you were August and I came or no, I don't know. But we were about the same time. I was still in high school. Yeah! And he didn't have black hair either. Well, not in 70. Sort of, but I was thinking, well,